One of the most asked questions by Minnesota Vikings fans after we landed future Hall of Fame cornerback Patrick Peterson is he going to move to safety? A la Charles Woodson, Rod Woodson, Aeneas Williams, Corey Chavis, etc. And it is a logical question because even though, like we mentioned, Patrick Peterson is a future Hall of Famer, maybe first ballot, and 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first team All-Pro, he has lost his step. Let's be honest. He's 31 years old, and he's not the guy that he used to be. And the Vikings had shown interest in free agent safeties before signing Peterson, Keanu Neal, and Anthony Harris, but that has dried up since bringing Double P aboard. Plus, the Vikings cornerback room is full of young, up-and-coming guys with potential. So, Patrick Peterson moving to safety, it would make sense. Now, initially I thought, there was no way that Mike Zimmer, cornerback guru himself, would give up a chance to use Patrick Peterson. Yes, I know he's not the same guy as 2011, 2015, but I feel like Zimmer just couldn't help himself, and he'd leave P squared out on an island, and the defense will be horrible again, just like Arizona last year, blah, 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 right? Also, Zimmer famously threw the safety position under the bus last offseason, calling it not the most important position on defense. Well, Zimmer also said that he never had a bad defense, but okay. Plus, when it was initially reported, Patrick Peterson's contract, 1 year, $10 million, I was like, that's kind of a lot if they're going to move him to safety. That's nearly the franchise tag for this year, $10.6 million for safety. So, but then the full details of his deal came out, and it's really a 1 year, $8 million deal with $1 million in incentives likely not to be earned, as well as $1 million in incentives for being a All-Pro, which, yeah. And now you think, oh, maybe safety could be in the mix. Plus, Peterson said a couple weeks ago that he would be open to the move to safety to prolong his career. And like we said in the film breakdown, he's not that blanket wide receiver one, cornerback one, belt buckle to belt buckle, traveling guy, shutdown Dune anymore. Like, he just is not. And move to safety would help out his career as he's in his golden years. So if Peterson did move to safety, what would it look like? Well, right now, it would be potentially Dantzler and Harrison Hand, 38 special on the outside of cornerback. I would love that. Jeff Gladney working the slot, being that beast there. Harrison in a strong safety, as well as Patrick Peterson, 21 at free safety. Oh, yeah. How'd you like to be Mike Hughes? The team account just handed him 21. It's like, oh, I was a first-round pick. It hasn't worked out, but... no. And Peterson would definitely be a free safety, not a strong safety. He is not going to be in the box. He's not all about that tackling life. And it wouldn't necessarily be an interchangeable thing like we saw last year with Anthony Harris and Harrison Smith. Because the Vikings do predominantly run two deep safeties, except when Harrison is in the box doing Harrison Smith things. But it likely, like we said, wouldn't be interchangeable where it'd be Harrison Smith as a single high and then Patrick Peterson down in the box, just ready to set the edge against the run. That ain't going to happen. But Peterson does have range and instincts, plus he tracks the ball better than any cornerback I've seen in the last decade. He really is that true ball hawk, and that's why he's been so good at returning punts, where the anticipation, spatial awareness, eye-hand coordination really is off the charts, and he still has that, even if he is a step slower. And he can still do it. You know, I know that he can. Like I mentioned, when we did the film breakdown, one of his 3 interceptions in 2020 was him actually rolling back to play two deep safeties, made a great interception off of Teddy Bridgewater. And let's be honest, the Vikings have 11 draft picks. Well, used to be 12, but now. Cornerback is not off the table, even at 14, because Caleb Farley is the crown jewel, cornerback one, in my opinion, rock star. If somehow, someway he makes it 14, yoink. BPA, get it. But if Surtain or JC Horn or maybe Newsome is involved, whether the Vikings stay at 14, maybe they trade back a little, don't tempt Zimmer. Plus, it's not a demerit. I mean, those 3 dudes, rock stars. Love them. Conversely, I do like the safety class a lot, but maybe there's only one first-round guy in there, as well as who do you trust as a week 1 starter? Morig, Richie, Holland, maybe Cisco, maybe Ardarius, maybe. So the list runs out pretty quick, even though overall I do like them. I do like the safety class for depth and then moving up through the ranks as the Vikings have done with safeties before. So I don't think that it's something that's off the table, Patrick Peterson moving to safety. And I think that they'll go into the offseason with the idea of, hey, Patrick Peterson is that cornerback, but we do have this safety option on the table. But if they don't secure a solid free agent safety option, maybe they don't get Will Parks, or they don't go after one decently high in the draft, day 1, day 2, or if they draft a cornerback high this year, or if one of the other young guys steps up alongside Dantzler and Gladney. Maybe it's Chris Boyd. Maybe Mike Hughes stays healthy and gets it together. Maybe Harrison Hand. the pride of Baylor, by way of Temple. Let's get it. I would be fine with that. But I think it's a very fluid situation right now. I think they have a lot of options with Peterson, whether he's at cornerback, whether he's at safety, and it really depends what's going to go down in the draft, as well as the other guys stepping up in the offseason program, as well as in training camp. So this may not be even decided before week 1. Like, it may be a long way in coming, but I'm okay with that. Either way, we got Patrick Peterson on board, and he is definitely a positive on this defensive back room wherever he plays. But your thoughts, Patrick Peterson, safety? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. We'll support that work. Post some in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.